On behalf of Cricket West Indies Master Association, once again, I'd like to welcome you guys to the beautiful island of Barbados. And I hope you guys truly enjoy your stay here and enjoy the warmth and hospitality of the people of Barbados. We have the pleasure of playing with many of them today, and I'm sure you guys, should attest that they're wonderful hosts. So we hope you guys enjoy it. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't very kind to us, but at the end of the day, I think we got quite a bit of cricket in, and we were able to, get the tournament on the way. So I'm not big on speeches, so we have a few guest speakers, and then we have the presentation. Hope we will try to get it in 45 minutes, an hour. So please be patient as we run through this because we have a few speakers. One of the things I learned about public speaking, make it short, make it sweet, and above all, know when to shut up. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce this gentleman here who has basically spent most of his life in cricket administration, from his local club all the way to the county of Demerara, onto Guyana Cricket Board, onto the West Indies Cricket Board, and he has served in many distinctive positions. This individual here, his passion for cricket is beyond anything. He loves the game so much. And he's a very successful businessman, has a couple of insurance businesses both in Canada and Florida, and Guyana. He was actually named one of the 50 top business person in Florida on the 50th anniversary of Guyana independence. And in 2008, I think the Chamber of Commerce of Industry was named one of the business person of the year. Currently, he was basically taken up by the Guyana oil industry to do some modeling there, because as you guys may know, Guyana is moving with oil right now. So he's part of that little group that is doing some modeling on the insurance business down there. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the chairman of Cricket West Indies Master Association, Mr. Raj Singh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Master Ceremonies, for those glowing tributes and remarks. Honorable guests, cricket legends, for they are, West Indies and Barbados, Barbados Cricket Association directors, and all of the 7 participating nations of the world, masters over 50s cricket, players, officials, tournament referee, umpires, scorers, special invitees, everyone. Thank you very much for being part of this glorious occasion. We have come to the end of a glorious tournament, Big Band Cricket, Caribbean Cup. Thank you very much for being all here. Thank you very much. Give yourself a round of applause. I'm so relieved to be here this evening. Honest to God, It's indeed an honor and privilege to stand before you here this evening to extend a very special welcome to you all, to the West Indies, and more particularly to the Mecca of cricket in our region, the beautiful island of Barbados, and to Kensington Oval, which you all enjoy this evening. We are very thankful that all the teams supported this initiative that we brought on, which is kind of like a levy on you guys. You already paid your fees to come here, and this was an additional incentive really to have the finals there. We never knew who would be in the finals. Eventually West Indies and USA came through to be the finalists, and all the other teams came through to ensure that we were able to host our finals with Kensington Oval. Thank you very much, guys, for supporting the initiative. Give yourself another round of applause, please. We've witnessed an exciting and pulsating 2 weeks of cricket between 8 international masters teams from across the world. This is full of great cricket, fun, very challenging weather conditions, whereby our groundsmen ensured almost 75% of the games from our itinerary were played. Some very robust controversies or hiccups, I should say, surrounding the rules. I think every single silent rule or silent situation, I should say, was discovered in our rules. They were played out, and our tournament referee was very active in ensuring that everything was dealt with in the right spirit, and we had a beautiful tournament at the end of the day. So guys, we had one very sad moment, which thankfully, with Sukhdev from the Indian team, I'm told from all reports that he's been stabilized and he's recovered, and he's being attended to specialists. So guys, I hope everything goes smoothly with Sukhdev going forward. And thank you very much. And outside of the two over-50s World Cups that we've had so far in Australia and this jointed one in South Africa, this is the very first time Cricket West Indies Masters Association has ever hosted a tournament. And I don't know if we bought, we attempted more than we could have done, but we hosted 8 teams, and it was a tremendous competition. And so I'd like to thank each and every team that is here. I can remember, I saw some videos of the Wales team. One of the guys who celebrated their birthday yesterday. What was his name again? John. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Mopping up and trying to get a game going. That's so beautiful. For Masters Cricket, we know Masters Cricket is going forward. To the English guys also, I'd like to say a special thank you. On the semi-finals, those guys did not have to play that semi-final if they did not want to. Because if they did not play it, they would have gone through the final. But they ensured that final was played, and they got their asses licked. That is the spirit of cricket. Thank you very much, John, Peter and Bob. You guys are amazing. All right? Thank you very much. Yeah, most of you would have remembered that the World Cup, the over-50s World Cup was scheduled to be held in November. That was the initial, and most of you guys would have planned your work holidays and vacations with your families, etc. And when South Africa decided, or the World Cup committee decided that it could not have been held in November, that they wanted to have it it was best to be held in March of 2023. We stepped up. I can remember announcing it in Texas, that we were going to have it there. And I'm happy to stand here before you tonight to say that we've had a beautiful tournament, an 8-team tournament, which was like a mini World Cup. Remember, the first World Cup in Sydney, Australia was 8 teams, and we had 8 teams here today, even though we had 2 West Indian teams, but we had 8 teams which we dealt with very successfully. This tournament, I think, was a huge success. We've learned so much. Thank you all, to all the teams. I'd like to single out also the UAE team, which went through a lot of challenges to get here. I mean, I remember, where's Vijay? Vijay, can you stand, please?
Yeah. Yes.
Vijay, beautiful. I mean, Vijay has done wonders, and we've got some special rewards for you guys, awards for the UAE team, for the Indian team, and for the USA team. The USA team, I'd like to congratulate them. They've done so much for their Masters cricket. they're rightful champions today. Congratulations, USA. They beat us soundly twice, all right? I can remember telling Parak and Aaron and his boys that we shall meet again, but it didn't work out. My guys didn't turn up well. Anyway, so I'd like to, those three nations are the youngest nations in the over 50s setup, and they've done very well to bring forward. I'm happy that UAE made it here. And I've never seen a team challenge decisions as much as UAE. Vijay was so persuasive with his challenges and his arguments. And he had some very good arguments. But we're all here to play excellent cricket. And as I said earlier, I was so happy to see how Wales and England play this game. It's beautiful. All right, guys? Masters cricket, I would just like to say also the brand that USA Cricket has adopted, the second innings. That is what we need to get into our heads. Most of our guys who have not really understand. I mean, England and Wales, they've got established structures for Masters cricket. Some of us are struggling. I mean, especially we at West Indies level. We are scattered around the world. I mean, we have players coming from all parts of the West Indies and North America. And it's not easy. We don't have a league. USA is lucky, but they've been very well organized. They've been very disciplined in the way they approach the game. And that's a tribute to the way to their success today in the final. Congratulations again, once again, to the USA. They played excellently, and they're deserved winners today in a beautiful World Cup, mini World Cup, sorry. So guys, I know we did have a few hiccups along the way, but we will learn, all right? All tournaments have a little bit of hiccups, and we shall learn and ensure that we do a better job going forward, and we want to ensure that you guys are happy and enjoy the beauty of Barbados and the West Indies. All right, thank you very much. Before I close also, I'd like to pay special tribute and thanks to the persons and the organizations that help us to ensure this tournament was so successful. I have Mr. Conley Riley, who's the president of the Barbados Cricket Association. I'd like to also point out the vice president, Mr. Calvin Hope, who did excellently also to ensure this tournament was a huge success. All right, guys, give them a big round of applause. So, Damien Gaskin of Komi, he made sure that we had everything planned and done for the Kensington Oval today. Give them a huge round of applause, please. I don't want to steal the tongue of the massive the vote of thanks guy, but we've had so much support. I'd like to thank my executive, the board of directors guys, everyone, and especially the local guy, Mr. Anthony Morris, our board of directors. I'd like to ask him to stand, and guys, give him a huge round of applause. If he did not pick that ball to Parak, USA was in trouble today. Anyway, guys, it was an amazing tournament. Thank you all, every single team, Canada. You guys got privileged position. You got first hit at the lunch table, the dinner table. Thank you very much, guys. Every single team, guys, here, I'd like to thank you very much for being part of our tournament and making this a tremendous success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Raj. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause to our chairman, Mr. Raj Singh. As Raj mentioned, this is our first tournament And like everything for the first time, there's always hiccups. And we can only learn from it and get better as we progress. And you guys have to appreciate the fact that, you know, we are spread out across the islands and across North America, and only have one of our director here on the ground. It's, you know, it's a lot of work, time, resources, and so forth to put together such a tournament. And we gauge it as being successful. Other than the weather, I think it was quite successful. I'm sure many of you would agree to that. Once again, this gentleman here, this guy, endless hours back and forth, and emails and phone calls and so forth to put together. So Anthony Morris, great job, my friend. Our next speaker is a retired international banker who started playing cricket for Norton in the North Yorkshire and South Durham League, and has played 60 T20 internationals for Malta and won over 50 international for Hungary. He was also the team manager for Malta for 2 years, plus the chairman of Malta Cricket Association, and attended full-fledged ICC meetings along with ICC European meetings. Currently the captain of Lincolnshire Seniors and England Cricket Seniors over 16 manager, Mr. Paul Bradley.
All right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually on holiday, and it's been a great pleasure to come and watch some of the games. And Raj asked me if I'd say chat for a few minutes, and I thought, what would I talk about? Raj and Ravi from India and I are part of the 60s World Cup Committee for developing and growing seniors cricket. So I thought what I'd do, I'd just give you a little bit of an overview in terms of England 60s, not the 50s that are here, England cricket seniors. So, the way Masters cricket has grown here, but just show the scope as we go further forward, because we're in a very lucky position. The 50s tournament in the UK started in 1984, and there's now 39 counties plus the Channel Islands that play in it. What actually happened is that some of us, I started playing 50s cricket 15 years ago for Durham, and there wasn't anything for us to move into. So in 2008, 60s cricket started in the UK, and since then it's actually grown. We have over 3,000 registered players. We have in Division 1, we have 33 counties playing in it. In Division 2, there's 28 counties, Division 3, 21, Division 4, 10, and even some counties actually have a fifth team that play. So it just shows how the game can continue to grow. But the very fact we've got so many players gave me a little bit of a problem when I took over as England seniors manager. And lots of people were asking, well, how do you get into the team? How do you pick the captain? And COVID had put a stop to things, and we started again. So going back to March this year, we wrote out to the 33 counties and we asked them for their nominations for England trials. We ended up with 84 names. From the 84, we actually have a four-person international committee, so that it's easy to get a vote and nobody can say, I should be in the team, I shouldn't be in the team. We whittled the 84 down to 51 for 2 trial games. There was only 48 played, so we had 48 players. From that, we've whittled it down, and we have a squad of 34 players at over 60s. That squad, we do a lot of work together. Similar to the English guys, we're going to Loughborough to the ECB training facilities. We've got 2 days in December, where we've got Andy Pick and Paul Ferglove doing some coaching for us. And then we've reduced that. We've got a squad of 16 because we're actually coming to play in the Carib Cup January, February. And I know we're playing against some of the countries here. Everybody's really looking forward to it. The WhatsApp group's been awash with comments from watching the game, and they've said that the YouTube coverage today was excellent and fantastic. So it just shows that the way Masters cricket can grow and develop as we go further forward. And that's all I really want to cover. There's many other things we could talk about. Other than all of you people here, especially the England guys, when they get to 60, then they move into the 60s. And it's just a perfect way of continuing to grow the teams and the sport that we love. So enjoy the rest of your stay in Barbados. I've got 2 days on holiday on the beach before I go back. And it's been a pleasure watching you in the games. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks for sharing that history with us. It's amazing. Our next speaker is another former investment and trustee banker and the current president of Barbados Cricket Association with an impressive CV of serving for his 3rd consecutive term. Also a former cricketer in the Barbados setup and served on a few different roles for West Indies Cricket Board, including chairman of the HR committee. Also, he's one of the 3 directors on a 6-member cricket tournament committee of Caribbean Premier League, which has a responsibility of the integrity of the league. Mr. Conde Riley.
All right.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. This tournament has come at a time in my life. Around Wednesday, I celebrated my 70th birthday.
All right.
10. And my daughter took control, not only this week, but the months of November. So I couldn't really get around to the matches and so on. Plus I was supposed to travel to St. Lucia last week, Friday, and return on Monday. But that meeting was postponed, and fortunately so, because there was flooding, landslides and so on in St. Lucia. So I always say, and my mom used to say this, everything happens for a reason. I don't know if you all know how much Barbados has put into sports tourism. But we have the Barbados Tourism Marketing in England, the United States of America, Canada, and all it is to do is to encourage people to come to Barbados for sports, horse racing. We have a marathon coming up shortly, which is a number of years old. We have the cigar-free sobers, very excellent cigar-free sobers. This schoolboy tournament, where every year schools come from all over the world to play in that tournament. The BCA, as we have supported this initiative, we have been supporting that cigar-free sobers schoolboy tournament for many years. I didn't have a chance to welcome you when you arrived, but I welcome you now, although it's at the back end. And I hope that you would have had a wonderful stay on this small but iconic island. I say iconic because I think that we have the most cricketing nights in terms of size. Our national heroes, cigar-free, right excellent cigar-free sobers, Sir Wesley Hall, to Charles Griffith. There's Gordon Greenidge, Desmond Haynes. It's just a small island, but iconic in terms of what it has produced. I don't want to start by names because I missed the 3 W's, Sir Anthony Weeks, Sir Clyde Walker, Sir Frank Worrell. All these are people who would have had an impact on myself. I remember playing round 3 cricket, which is under 15, and that was put on by an Englishman called Sir Ronald Treat. And I met Joe back then. He was 14, I was 14, we were playing and so on, and became friends from then to now. Actually, he was the president of the Barbados Cricket Association before me. I came after him from 2010 to 2017. I say all of that to say this, that this tournament is one that the Barbados Cricket Association will support from the sports tourism thrust that the island has. And I hope that you come again. I'm sorry that we couldn't arrange to have some of our legends. I have one here, Ian Bradshaw. You all remember him when we beat England. He was battled with Courtney Brown in the Champions Trophy some years ago. He was at the wicket. He's here tonight. My vice president, who's been a thorough strength, and I have a couple of other directors sitting at the table over there. And we all want to support and help this tournament committee to expand. Unfortunately, I realize that it's the 50s, I think it's the 60s, but I haven't reached 70. I don't know if there's a tournament for 70-year-olds, but I'd be happy to play if there's one, and if we can organize it, because I still feel very okay. I was telling my friends today that I want to open one of the teams. My club is Empire Club. That's a club of some great cricketers, including Sir Frank Worrell, Sir Everton Weeks, Seymour Nurse, Charlie Griffith, in a second division game. The only thing is that I never batted in glasses, but I would have to bat in glasses now because my eyesight is not as good as years ago. And but I feel that I should have a game on my 70th year, having attained that 3-score and 10. Without further ado, I want to say to you all, welcome to Barbados. I hope you come again very soon. And once I get notice early enough, I'll try to help Raj and his committee to include some of our legends so that you can rub shoulders with these guys because they're not getting younger. But most of them are octogenarians. Sagari, he was born in 1936. So Wes, Candy Smith, who played, the former president of the Barbados Cricket Association, who played in that famous tight test with Australia. All of them are still alive. But it would be nice to have them, next time you come, so you can have a chat with them. All of them are storytellers. And I'm sure that you'll have a wonderful time interacting with them. So, I hope you had a wonderful time. I know the weather was in and out, but this is a wonderful, small, beautiful island. And I look forward to welcoming you all again very soon. Thank you, good night. Enjoy the rest of this day.
Thank you, Mr. Riley, for those kind and wise words. This guy, we're actually going to have over 70 teams soon. And if you don't know, in January, February, there's over 60, and I'm sure you can play over 60. Putting you on the spot. Anyway, we were supposed to have another legend here tonight. I don't see him around. We were supposed to have Mr. Big Bird Joel Garner, but unfortunately, I don't see him around. But I do see some other legends, so I'll put one of them on the spot. Mr. Ian Bradshaw, could you come forward, please, and say a few words? Sorry to put you on the spot, Ian, but I was told you're the man for any occasion. So.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Such an honor to be here with all of you. I understand the tournament has been a tremendous success, and I want to congratulate all of the organizers, and more importantly, all of you who traveled from so far to come here to be part of this event. I've actually met a few of you over the weekend, the guys from the Wales team, able to have some look over to our club, and they spoke so glowingly of how much they were enjoying the tournament, and they look forward to the other editions of this tournament, and I can only wish the tournament all the success as it grows. I think it's important for our Sports Tourism Trust to have events like this to help to legitimize the benefits of sport marrying itself with tourism. The stories that you take back, let it be of not just the few days of the rain, but the camaraderie and so forth that you would have experienced during this tournament. Like I said, I'm counting down the days. I'm 48, so I only got two more years to wait before I can participate. So I'm just hanging there, and you will see me on the field shortly. I want to thank you, and all the best.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you for those well-spoken words. Pardon? We have over 40. You can participate. I have the contract here. Anyway, so that's all we have for speeches. Now we'll get right into the presentation. Our first award, as our chairman mentioned, there are 3 awards for the 3 youngest countries that joined the Masters League. And the first one we'd like to present, I'd like to call one of our director, Mr. Roy Singh, to do this presentation. And it will be to UAE, Mr. Vijay Mitra.
Is being awarded to Vijay Mitra in recognition of outstanding service towards the development of Masters cricket in the UAE. We look forward to actually coming there one day. I understand you've got fantastic facilities, and we'd be remiss if we don't make it there one time. All right, congratulations.
Vijay, I'll give you the mic.
Taking this in behalf of all the UAE team members.
You can say a few words, Vijay.
On behalf of Masters UAE, Masters Cricket UAE, I'd just like to say that, I have to mention, I cannot go without saying that we really struggled to put a team together to reach Barbados. We had our own difficulties and situations. I promised Raj that even if we had 7 or 8 players, we will still show up and we will play.
Well done.
We came to play cricket over here. Unfortunately, the weather was not being kind to a lot of the teams over here. We didn't get as much cricket as we wanted. Having said that, I have to say that Raj and his team have done an excellent job. Excellent job in the sense to put a big tournament of 8 teams together for the first time over here in the West Indies. We are happy to participate. We are new entrants to Masters Cricket. And like I said, we would have hoped to have performed better. We performed below par as per our expectations. Having said that, congratulations to USA on winning this tournament and West Indies being in the finals. It's been a good trip, but we would have liked to have played more cricket, which we unfortunately didn't get. And as for you coming to the UAE, all the teams that are over here, we do our best to have you come over. We have fantastic facilities in UAE. All of you who follow cricket would know that we've got great facilities in the UAE, and we'll be happy to host you as and when possible. So everybody's welcome to come to the UAE, and it'll be a pleasure to host all of you over there. Thank you.
Well done, and thank you, Vijay. And congratulations, still making it to Barbados. I know you guys had a lot of challenges, as you mentioned, but we're very thankful that you're here. The next award goes to another country that joined this last World Cup because they didn't take part in the first one, like West Indies, and that is Virendra Bumrah. I know he's not here, but maybe one of the guys from the Indian team could come forward, and I'll ask our director, Mr. Anthony Morris, to do that presentation. Say a few words.
I promise I'll keep this very short. We've got an hour? Firstly, I'd like to thank the organising committee and everybody who's made this tournament possible. It's a wonderful innovation. 50s cricket or veterans cricket is growing, and hopefully this is the start of great things to come. We've heard the UAE, as new entrants, have invited everybody to the Emirates to come and play there. But we've thoroughly enjoyed the cricket here. We've enjoyed the hospitality. We've enjoyed the company of a lot of old friends, and we've made plenty of new friends. And hopefully this initiative can continue, and very excited about the whole prospect, and look forward to coming back.
Thank you very much. It's great. I mean, that's one benefit of Masters Cricket. You get to make a lot of new friends, and life is all about building relationships, right? Everything else comes and goes, but relationship lasts a lifetime. So we're privileged to, you know, making many friends on this tour and other tours as well. And I hope you guys are finding it the same way. The next one is to the victory team, USA, Mr. Parak Ananta. I'd like to, I'll do this presentation myself, I guess. Oh, Arun is coming.
Guys, thanks to Raj, Roy, and probably more importantly Anthony Morris for doing everything you guys have done to make this tournament a real successful event. Thank you all. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Raj. Very, very much. On behalf of Masters Cricket USA, I can only say that we had a fantastic experience coming to Barbados. It took a lot of hard work, thanks to Parag and the entire team of taking up the challenge of developing this team and playing some incredible cricket back home under tough conditions, because we only have 2 cities that have turf wickets in USA. That can accommodate as many teams as we put out. We put out about 12 teams every major tournament. And we can only go to either Houston or Los Angeles that has turf wickets. And we as Masters Cricket USA have decided that we're only going to play on turf wickets. And thanks to our experience in Canada, playing against West Indies and playing against Canada itself in a 3-nation, we got our butt whooped. We went to England and we really got a whooping there. And Wales, thank you guys. You guys, we're still hurting with all the damage you guys have done to us. But I think we went back to the drawing board, and we did everything we could to get our players as fit as possible. And I'm extremely proud of all these guys. I'm sorry I'm taking your time on this, but I'm extremely proud of entire Masters USA cricket team. Give yourselves a big round. And Parag for doing everything he did to get all these guys so highly motivated, without which this would not have happened. But now, let me get back to the real thing. It's been a fantastic pleasure that I've met as many teams and as many guys as I personally met on this tour. Like all you cricketers know, that's what this is all about. This is all about meeting people, making friends, and a lot of these friends are going to be for life. And don't forget that, my friends. Don't forget to make friends. Don't forget to do these things. This is what cricket and Masters cricket is all about. And thank you very much for allowing me to say these few words. Thank you.
I'd like to call on the umpires, Chris Johnson.
All right.
Dave Thompson, Irvin Carrington, Kim Seeley, Lamar Clark, Sheila Welsh, Selwyn Carrington, Tremaine Prescott. Ladies and gentlemen, the umpires for our inaugural tournament. Big round of applause. These guys did a fantastic job. Without them, we couldn't have a game. So thank you very much. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Now we'd like to call upon the scorers. Early scorers. Amelia Craig. Ashley Ford Reefer. Mr. Floyd Reefer. Raymond Reefer. Miss Raymond Reefer. Here we go. John Delaney. Kamisha Wilson. And Sanchia Barrow. And we have the designated English scorer here who traveled all the way from England. Paul Bridge. Alan Jones. There we go. Give them an applause, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Big round of applause for these guys. This next award goes to the match referee, Mr. Stephen Proberts, who's also a referee for West Indies Cricket Board for the past few years. Yes, as we all know, there was, as the chairman mentioned, there were some challenges we had to overcome, and he always stepped in, put forward a lot of time and effort, meeting in person, traveling, and meeting us in person to overcome these obstacles. And he handled them very professionally, and I think the outcome was all satisfactory. So, big round of applause, Mr. Stephen Grover. I'd like to say a few words, my friend.
Good evening all. It was a pleasure refereeing this tournament. It came as a surprise to me that basically was invited at the last minute. But it was nice being among all of you guys, and I want to hope that you enjoy your stay here. There's one guy that I'm concerned about, my Indian friend. Where is he? How is he doing? I wish him a speedy recovery. These things happen sometimes, but you have to take the rough with the smooth. I want to wish you all a safe trip here and a better journey home. And I hope that you all come back as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen.
All right.
Thank you very much, Stephen. So now we go into one other thing I would like to mention. I was just reminded because we weren't on the ground the day when the incident happened with Sukhdev between India and Canada, and I just found out that Matthew played a very exemplary hand in keeping Sukhdev going until the ambulance came. So big round of applause, Matthew. Very grateful for you, my friend. We're all in debt to you, my Canadian friend. Want to say a few words? Sure, come on up. You don't want to say a few words? You look like a man of few words, so.
Just maja karo. Let's enjoy the game. Increase the little bit of more facilities here. And other than that, we enjoyed. Fantastic, and it's part of our life. All our friends help each other. That's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you very much. So, we are going to go to the on-field awards now. And the first award is for the best fielder of the tournament. And I don't know how many of you guys know, but we have cricket clubs which basically keep track of fielding, batting, bowling, and so forth. So we use that app to determine the player who qualifies for those awards. And it's very public. You guys will see it. It's right there. And we'd like to call upon one of the legends, Mr. Sherwin Campbell, to do this presentation. He's left. Or he's shy. So, I'll call the top three, the three best fielders based upon the stats. There was Mattia Lagrand, Estor Lingam from Canada, 4 catches and a couple of direct run out, 60 points. There was Mr. Parak Ananta, USA, 4 catches and 3 stumpings, 80 points. But the individual that won it had 6 stumping and 5 catches, 140 points. Mr. Anthony Sahalio, West Indies. The next one goes to the best bowler. We'd like to call Mr. Ian Bradshaw. Sherwin, go, Sherwin. Okay, you're going to do it on his behalf. You're right here. So, again, the top 3. We had Chandrapal Singh, West Indies, 8 wickets. We had Dinesh Kumar Sharma from India, 9 wickets, 510 points, and he was tied with Zamin Amin, 9 wickets, West Indies, but Zamin had 680 points. So the award goes to Mr. Zamin Amin, captain of West Indies. Well done, congratulations. Next award, we'd like to call upon Mr. Calvin Hope, Vice President of Barbados Cricket Association. Thanks, Sherwin. Ian. best batsman. We had Sanjeewa Veera Singh from the USA, 92 runs. Brian Johnson, West Indies, 93 runs. And the winner is Jonathan Ritchie, Wildman, England, 116 runs. Player of the series. Again, we ask Mr. Calvin Hope to present. The top three, Sunesh Dadiram from West Indies, 615 points. Then we had Dinesh Kumar Sharma from India with 705 points. And I must point out he only played 4 games because there was a rain out. But the winner is the West Indies skipper, Zaman Ali Amin, with 710 points. And we can't let Calvin disappear without saying a few words. He was very instrumental in putting the media presentation. When we had that presentation in the beginning, he was the guy who put that together. So, a few words, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. The president of the BCA said all I would have said, but I want to assure you that once you choose Barbados again for this tournament, you will have full support of the Barbados Cricket Association.
Calvin, and I want to know you're on record, we taped it. So, for the runner-up for the Big Man Cricket Caribbean Cup, I'd like to call upon Mr. Conley Riley to do this presentation, and we'll go West Indies.
All right.
Thank you. And now, for the presentation we all been waiting for, the final presentation for the night. And this should be no other than our president, Mr. Raj Singh, will present this trophy to the USA. Arun Oracle Company. Congratulations, guys. All the players can come up, you guys can come.
Keep clicking. Video plus keep clicking.
Spread out on the inside, guys.
सही बात है लो दे बात उधर है
मेरे गया
USA, let's go.
Thank you.
Mr. Parag Kananta.
Thank you very much, guys. We've been here for 2 weeks. It's been a wonderful experience. Again, like Arun had said before, it's all about making friends and taking home some memories. And we've had some wonderful memories. Thanks very much, Raj, Kenny, and everybody else. I mean, Roy, appreciate it. Thank you.
Very good, Anton. Well, congratulations, guys. You're a true deserving champion, Team USA. So congratulations. Before I hand it over to our captains to say the vote of thanks, I know there's 3 teams that had an opportunity to say anything. So I'd like to give you guys 2 minutes to say something if you would like. I know there's the England team, the Wales team, and the Canadian team. So it's only fair that you guys get a couple minutes to say something. So, could we have someone from the English team if you wish?
Thank you very much for the organisers for putting this tournament on. When the World Cup got postponed, I think we had 24 hours of real disappointment. And then we got an email through to say you'd like to host the tournament. I don't think we read the rest of the email, we just put yes please. And we jumped at it. We've had a super time. Thank you very much for all the organisation that's gone on for this. Thank you very much to the groundsmen who've had to compete with some inclement weather, all the officials, and most importantly, everybody who's here tonight. The friendships, we've met people before, we've met some new people, we've had a great time and hopefully see you all again in the not too distant future. Parag and your men, congratulations, very well done. Thank you everybody.
Right, where do we start? We left sunny Wales, let's remember that, sunny Wales in October. The beautiful and loads of sunshine. We arrived in Barbados in sunshine. And then we decided to play cricket. So 3 losing tosses, 3 rain-affected games. We sit there at the bottom of the table, looking at ourselves thinking, lads, what's going on here? We're in sunny Barbados, yet the rain is coming like it is back home. But we still got a big heart and we move on. So, we were, no, we got lots more. So we were destined to go to the plate. So we turned to the plate. Okay guys, pick up pants up. We bottom the table. We're now going to win the plate. And what happens? The Welsh weather comes again and spoils both our group games. So once again, we've had 2 lovely days in the guys in Barbados' clubhouses. I'd like to thank them all for their patience and their, how can I say, the groundsman in the oil company. I apologise now. There are a couple of groundsmen in our group and they will come over next year and give a hand to repair the pitch. The guys who didn't understand that comment, we had a bit of a kangaroo court and there was a little bit of singing, dancing, few laddie-lads and everyone's happy, but it was good. There's one thing that I would like to just say. Thank you all for welcoming us all and inviting us. We've had a great time. Yes, we finished bottom of the group. I'd like to thank Johnny Jones for losing 3 tosses in rain-affected games. And obviously the weather for the 2 plate games. We have one guy with us, which people have forgotten to mention, and he's actually English. He actually volunteered to help us out on this trip. He's our scorer, Mr. Paul Stevens. Paul doesn't have the best agility, and we managed to get him around the beautiful island, and we put him in to lots of places, and he's told me yesterday that he has fulfilled his bucket list. So thank you all from Barbados for doing that. Thank you very much. There's one more thing I have to say. As you all know, with Mark Davis, who unfortunately had to go home on the 2nd day of the tournament. every one of your countries have sent me messages which I've conveyed back to Mark, and he'd like to say thank you all for everyone for your sympathies. It really is appreciated. Thank you very much. What's that?
Thank you very much, Bob. Mr. Vince?
I'm not going to go over everything. I'll try and be incremental. I mean, everyone has already thanked the organization committee. It was fantastic. It's always good to come to Barbados and play cricket. I've been coming here for almost 30 years, and it's been crazy. The sun, I mean, it's raining in Barbados, and the Welsh are not singing. What's wrong with that picture? Those things don't happen. But anyways, it's been a great tournament, I think, for everyone. Canada, obviously, we simply didn't meet our objectives. There's no moaning about it. We got to go back and regroup. I think US has shown us a template. Having played first with them in August 21 at our tournament, they've come up in leaps and bounds, and they're obviously worthy champions. So congratulations to your team. I think it's always nice to have new entrants into the game. New countries coming in. Canada itself, we're going through a transition period. We're trying to get new players into our squad, and we're going to continue to do that. But this tournament was billed as the last tournament before the World Cup, and I know Raj and his team went through a torrid time with the weather and all the issues, but we managed to get it done. And Canada was happy to actually participate and be part of this tournament. We obviously like the fact that the West Indies supported us in our tournament. The US supported us as well, so we were happy to participate in this tournament. So once again, thank you everyone. It's been a fantastic 2 weeks. Obviously, we didn't perform as we should. Before I leave, I just want to congratulate our team. I also want to congratulate Caesar Kenny Haynes, who has been our local contact, organizing the practices and the evening socials, and every member of our squad. I'm not going to remember everything, but congratulations, guys. Thank you. And hopefully we'll see each and every one of you in South Africa, and we hope for better results. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vince. Before I invite our captain here to do the vote of thanks, I was just reminded there's 2 other awards we'd like to pass along. Is Michelle here? Michelle from Golden Sands. No? Maybe somebody could come up for her and maybe ask our chairman to come and do these 2 presentations. We go. Yeah.
Guys, Michelle Johnson. I think she's the manager of this facility, and she's done an amazing job to ensure we have a successful evening tonight. And I'm sorry she's not here to receive a memento that we'd like to present to her, but can someone from the hotel come forward to receive it on her behalf?
Thank you. And the next award is for Mr. Pan Riley from Barbados Cricket Association. Have Raj have a little memento for you as well on behalf of the West Indies team. Thank you. So congratulations again to everyone, and just coming here and participate is a win. So congratulations all for coming here and taking your time, but I won't take the thunder away from our captain here. He will say the vote of thanks, and I'm sure there's many others he'd like to thank. So come on up.
Sit down, Master of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I have been tasked with the hard task of giving the vote of thanks. And I guess folks don't want to make sure we don't miss anyone. But I apologize if I do miss anyone. So I will go with what I have here. I would like to thank all the teams that came here and participated in this tournament. I know it was not an easy task for the teams to get here, especially the UAE team. And I know I saw the text that came in that if they only have 10 people or 8 people, they will travel to Barbados to participate in this tournament. So I want to thank the UAE team especially for putting that effort to come here and participate. I would also like to thank the members of the BCA. A lot of us probably dream of playing at the Kensington Oval. Today it became a reality for most of us. And this is due to the hard work and the instrumental conversation between the BCA and COMI. And I want to thank Calvin and his team for putting this together. It was not an easy task, but in the end, they got it done. So Calvin and your team, thank you very much. I would also like to thank the couple of the West Indian legend that graced us with their presence here tonight. Ian Bradshaw and Sherwin Campbell. I actually played with Sherwin 25 years ago, and I reminded him this evening. I would also like to thank the management team for all the teams that came here. Without organizing and administrating, it's not easy to come and participate in a tournament of this magnitude. So to not just the players, but the organizing committee for each teams, thank you. And of course, a lot of you folks travel with supporters. Thank you also for being here. I want to also thank the tournament referee for doing a wonderful job for us, helping us out when we have some difficulties with tough decisions to make, and he stepped up and made those decisions, and I guess in the end everybody was happy with it. Also, I want to thank Mr. Damien Gaskin from COMI. That's the Kensington Oval management team. He was one of the guys that was instrumental with Calvin in getting us to play at the Kensington Oval. Thank you, Damien. Some of these folks don't get recognized. The folks that feed us and sleep us, they hardly get recognized. So I want to thank Michelle Johnson and her team. Apparently she hadn't come back. I know she said she was going home and will be back, but she's not back yet. But I want to thank Michelle and her team for feeding us here and sleeping us, and for all the teams wherever you stayed and you sleep and you eat. I want to thank all those folks for putting us up. I also want to thank all the ground staff and the folks that get us to play at these facilities. It is not an easy task to get these facilities and get the groundsmen to get the ground prepared, especially with some of the inclement weather we have had. I want to thank the groundsmen for the wonderful job they have done. And I know Rajat mentioned this earlier. We had seen some videos from the Welsh team trying to get a game in on Thursday, yesterday, in fact. I see guys with garbage cans, sponges, and they were trying to get the ground ready to play, but unfortunately in the end they couldn't. And I've seen it personally with the English team on Wednesday. And like Raj said, you guys didn't have to play that game. You would have gone straight through to the final. But the work you have done there, along with some of our guys, it is, I want to commend you for doing what you've done. Thank you. I want to also thank the scorers. Without them, they keep us, with the scores and all the statistics that we have in Cricket Club. So thank you to the scorers. The umpires, of course, without them, we all know that without umpire scorers, it's difficult to play a cricket game. So umpires, thank you very much for participating and helping us out here. I want to also thank the few media people that that participated, along with the streaming folks that stream some of the games. Thank you very much. I know Raj is disappointed today that West Indies didn't win, but my friend, don't be disappointed. I know you're proud of what you've accomplished over the past 2 weeks and tonight. It's been a tremendous job that you've done. He'll send me email at 4 a.m. in the morning. If he doesn't get a response, he will call me at 6 a.m. You have done human work for this tournament. So Raj, thank you very much. And all of the folks up here, Kenny, Anthony, Rai, there are a lot of people that help us out with this. And I will have to think that this is, we're not perfect, but I think it's a well-run tournament. I think it was successful in the end, and I want to congratulate everyone for however or whatever they do to participate, to help with this tournament. Thank you very much. Before I leave here, I want to congratulate Parag and the US Masters team for the wonderful job they've done and coming out on top on this tournament. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I want to. I hope that everyone had a good time here in Barbados, and you will come back again. I want to wish you all a safe travel back to your your destination. Have a great good night, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amin. So, ladies and gentlemen, sorry to put you through that pain of listening to me for an hour, but now I have to get back home before I'm grounded. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful time in Barbados. Enjoy the rest of the time. We appreciate all the efforts that each and every one of you have made to come here. Enjoy and return to your homeland safely. As I said at the beginning, this tournament could only get better. Right now we are on the floor. We'll get to the ceiling. So just use this as the basis of the floor, and we'll get better. So thank you once again, and enjoy the night. Let's all have a drink and have fun. Okay, thank you.